Hey everyone, welcome back to Ragtag Stacking. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about buying silver and gold on eBay. Now, I do know that there are some people that don't want anything to do with eBay. I have talked to some people that don't want anything to do with buying any precious metals online. They are fine with going into their local coin shops and picking up from there. And this video isn't meant to change anybody's mind, but I do know that there are some people that, they obviously do like shopping online, and they're not quite sure about eBay. They've heard some horror stories about, getting some fake stuff or some bad experiences with some buyers. There are horror stories that are out there, but this video is just going over, a few things, a few tips that you can use to, make the best out of your eBay experience and to make sure that, you're not buying the wrong thing and getting ripped off. Now, there's a few things that I always do when I look to when I'm looking on eBay to either purchase or bid in an auction, because you do have those options. You have a buy now, and then there are some coins where it's an auction where you can place a bid and it'll show how much time is left. For me, I like both. I do make a lot of purchases with the buy now option, but with the auction, I find it's very good for not going over your limit, because you can set the maximum you want to bid on this coin, and then you can set it and forget it. So what I mean by that is, if it's an American Eagle, let's just put that out there, and the current bid is $10 because the auction has just been up for 12 hours and there's 7 days left, so it's way low, and just for sake of argument, it's $10. If you don't want to spend more than $25 on that coin, you can put your maximum purchase at $25, and then you hit place bid, and as long as the current bid isn't over 25, you'll be the highest bidder. So it will say something like your maximum bid is 25, current bid is 14. So if someone comes in and bids 15, then it'll say they have been outbid because you have it all the way up to $25. Like I said, I like doing that because I don't have to pay attention to it. I've already set my highest that I will go. So I either get the coin at that price or somebody outbids me. And either way, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to go any higher than what I set it at. So if they want to continue bidding up, then it just wasn't meant to win that coin. But like I said, it is a great way to stay within your budget, is to, with bidding at least, is to set your maximum and then just walk away. And depending on how many days it is, you might come back in a day or two and say, congratulations, you just won this coin. So I actually kind of jumped ahead of myself talking about my process for bidding or buying now, because the first thing I'll do when I'll look in the coins and see something I like, I'll go straight to the buyer rating. Now, this is something that you're gonna want to use, because it's a good indicator on the type of person that you're going to be buying from. There are bigger companies and other things like Atmex has their own eBay store. You can buy straight from Silver Gold Bull on there, and you'll see they have up in the tens of thousands of reviews, and you'll see they're at 99 or 99.1, whatever it is. Their percentage is very high for the seller rate. So that's what you're going to want to look for with smaller stores and individual people as well, is those reviews. If someone has a 100% customer service rating, and you look and they've been reviewed like 2,000 times, and you see, they do have some negative comments, but the negative comments are like, the coin showed up late, or it was lost in the mail. That's something that, isn't necessarily the seller's fault. And, it could be some buyers that are, mad at it and give them a bad review. But if you consistently see reviews on the person's page saying, this guy sent me a fake panda, this guy sent me a fake bar of gold, those are red flags. You can steer clear of that. You can read negative reviews and say, okay, this is just a buyer that has an axe to grind, and this situation wasn't the seller's fault. But if you're seeing constant reviews and it is the seller's fault, like selling fake gold and silver, then yeah, that's someone that you'd want to steer clear of. You don't really want to be purchasing with someone that has consistent bad reviews that are their fault. So yeah, you're going to want to make sure you know for sure who you're buying from, or from the best of your abilities, looking through all the reviews, even contacting them, just trying to get some info from them, making sure you're comfortable with buying from them. Then you actually have to look at the items themselves. Especially for me up in Canada, when I'm looking at an item, I'll be like, okay, this looks really cool, good price, shipping isn't terrible, but then I'll see, oh, it's coming from the States. And then I'll look down further and it'll say import fees of $9, $19, $20. It depends on what the coin is. It will be a different import fee for each. And they're not cheap, it's just adding on to the price of the coin. There are some times where you factor in the import fees and the shipping from the States up to Canada, and it is, still a pretty decent deal. Then, you can pull the trigger on it. But if you're finding that all those extra things add up and the great deal that you saw has just been evaporated from extra import fees and taxes, then it's not that great of a deal. So that is another thing that you need to pay attention to is, for me, I basically just try to buy from people from Canada just to avoid any of that extra fees and extra import stuff. Because I like buying, my favorite thing to buy on eBay is Canadian silver dollars. And I get Canadian silver dollars, and the shipping on them, the most is like maybe $2. You know what I mean? It's not that much at all. And it's a really good place to find those. And I used to love when eBay had their eBay dollars or eBay bucks, but I haven't seen it in almost half a year. There have been some people saying that it's still around. I don't know if they're in the States, but I'm on eBay quite a bit looking for things to pick up. And it used to say right at the bottom, it would say how much eBay bucks you'd be receiving from this purchase. It's zero, nothing. I have not seen anything like that in about 6 months. So unfortunately, it seems like they have scrapped the eBay bucks, which was really cool. It was kind of like a little bit of a rebate thing where you would collect it for 3 months, and then at the end you'd be able to put it towards a purchase. And it's funny, I've been talking about selling on eBay. It's going to be pretty tough because I don't have any sort of rating whatsoever. And, like I said, that's the first thing that I look for. That's the first thing that a lot of people look for. And having no reviews is almost just as bad as having bad reviews, because people can't trust you. People can't trust a blank slate because they'll say, is this a good guy or a bad guy? Am I going to be the first one to get ripped off and start the cavalcade of bad reviews on this site? Because you just don't know. So, unfortunately for me, like I have been talking about getting into flipping, I need to find a way to get, my selling rating up starting from nothing. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. But yeah, like I said, there have been some people that are, tentative of shopping on eBay. Like I said before, they've heard these horror stories, and there are plenty to go around. There are a lot of people that have had bad experiences on here. And, that I do understand where people are saying, no, I'm good. I have so many other options of picking up silver and gold. eBay is just something that I'm comfortable with avoiding and not needing in their life. But then, there are some people that are looking for any sort of way to pick up silver and gold, anywhere to get a deal, or, maybe a specific item they can't find anywhere else. Like LCSs are great. It's always good to have a good LCS shop that you go to, a good owner that you have a good relationship with. But you are also just kind of limited to whatever's walking in the door in your neck of the woods. If there's a certain specific coin or a year of a coin that you want to get, then there is a bigger marketplace online and a bunch of different places that you can search for it. And you might have an easier time looking for specific coins or hard to find coins online or on eBay than you were to if you were just going to the exact same LCS store. And you kind of know what's going to be coming in the door there. So yeah, those are just some of the things that I do to traverse eBay, and I find it's worked out good for me. I didn't say it at first, but the first thing I do is I always, if I find a coin that I like, I will make sure the seller has a stellar review. And, I'll have to read the reviews because sometimes you'll see like a 98% or a 99%, and it's someone that has like 30,000 reviews. So it's a big sample size, and as long as you look through and you read what some of the complaints are, as long as it's not consistently, I didn't receive my coin, or this person ripped me off and didn't send it, or they sent me a fake coin, then you can make your judgment on whether you want to do business with this person because you've done your due diligence. But yeah, for sure, if you're seeing red flags on their reviews, steer clear. And another thing that I like to do is setting and forgetting when it comes time for like a bidding on an auction for a coin that I like. I like to put my absolute maximum up there and then just forget about it. And sometimes I have to laugh because I'll look at an auction and I'll set my absolute maximum bid, and and right away it will say you have been outbid. Someone's already higher than that. So it's like, oh well, you know, this is a popular coin. It's a beautiful coin, and I can understand why it's so expensive. I just thought I'd throw my hat in the ring and see if I get lucky. And that's what a lot of eBay is, you know what I mean? There's going to be times where you see something and you might be able to get it for a good price on an auction, but for the most part you'll find that you're going to be getting outbid at the last second quite a bit. And also I find that to have the cheapest and the best price, it's probably best to be purchasing from within your country. At least up here in Canada, the import fees from Europe and the States is outrageous, so it's really not worth buying from anyone that's not Canadian. So I'm not sure what the dollar amounts and fees are shipping. You know, if you're in Europe and you're trying to buy something from Canada, not sure how bad it's going to be, but I'm sure it's not going to be cheap. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments whether or not you guys purchase from eBay. I do know that there are a lot of people that buy and sell, so I'd like to hear from you guys. And if you have any tips on me trying to get my my foot in the door with selling, you know, as I said, it's going to be quite difficult to sell with zero seller review, because people are probably going to steer clear of something that they have no idea what they're getting into. So yeah, any help with that would be much appreciated. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back for the next one. Thank you.